I'm Steve Hiss, the Director of Career Services and Alumni Engagement at the Batten School, and Hannah Guffey is the Assistant Director. And our role is to help Batten students with their trying to sort out their career choices. And I've only been at Batten 4 years, but I've been around long enough to have worked with Caleb and Lena to help them through that process. So of course, it's fantastic to see both of you and to know that you're doing so well. This slide, you can find it on our website actually, and it's 2018, which sounds a little dated. We do have the 2019 data. It's remarkably similar, and we're still collecting the 2020 data. So this is still a very relevant slide. The bachelors are on the left and the masters are on the right. A couple things to take from this slide. First of all, there's a few major chunks, and consulting is one of the bigger ones. A lot of that is federal consulting, so think Deloitte Government and Public Service or Accenture Federal. And consulting, a lot of people, aren't sure what that means, but essentially those companies and many more help the federal government or state governments conduct their business day to day. So they're not government employees, but many of them are embedded in the government and working day to day with folks. So it's certainly, a very viable path. A number of folks go into government, both Caleb and Lena are in the government. Caleb is in the executive branch and Lena, of course, is in the legislative branch. So we have a lot of folks go that way. Primarily the federal government, but we have folks every year that go to state government and occasionally a number of folks that go to, local and county governments. And then think tanks and nonprofits is also one of the areas where our graduates go. Of course, it is a Bachelor of Arts. And so a number of our folks go in directions that you may not necessarily come to mind. And by that, I mean Google or Oracle or Goldman Sachs and investment banking. So it's a great foundational degree. It's a data quantitative heavy degree. So you learn great skills in data analysis. It's a writing program, and it's more of the short-term memo type writing versus the 20-page term paper type writing, which is very appropriate for folks who go into government service or the consulting firms. It's often harder to write a one-page paper than it is a 20-page paper, and oftentimes the folks you're writing these papers for are quite busy, and you've got to get to your point in half a page or three quarters of a page, get the point across.